Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, we are back with another video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for all notifications on the channel. We got another Dame video. In the previous Dame video, I got a lot of flack and I got a lot of hate from people saying I shouldn't be pocket watching anybody. I shouldn't be doing this and doing that. But y'all pocket watching me. Well, you know what? The Chatty Patty convention is continuing with Dame Dash and Camron and 50 Cent and all these other people out here. And the latest chapter is now Dame Dash is suing Camron for $300 million. Let me get this straight. The Chatty Patty godfather of Harlem, Dame Dash, is suing the Chatty Patty rapper of Harlem, Camron, for $300 million. Man, let's get to it, man. This is from Complex, man. Dame Dash hits Camron with a $300 million legal threat, not a lawsuit. He hasn't filed a lawsuit, but he's filing a $300 million legal threat. I don't want people to say, man, Jay, you talking about the $300 million lawsuit. I bet you'll STFU now. Dame is accusing Cam of defamation, harassment, and more, man. Let's get to it. Dame Dash hasn't kindly taken to the latest remarks of Camron with a $300 million legal threat now set to be on the table. On Thursday, Dame took to Instagram to detail his claims against Cam. This after the It What It Is co-host alleged that NBA YoungBoy offered $2 million to purchase Dame Dash's Rockefeller estate. Now, $2 million. I thought he said $6 million, but is what it is. Cam, as seen here, also recently responded to Dame's much headline Breakfast Club appearance, saying he was lying about multiple topics. You're a flagrant liar, Cam said, who also argued that Dame's word don't count no more because you ain't got no teeth. Well, goddamn, Cam, you ain't. This dude Cam is not playing. On IG, Dame shared screenshots of what appears to be a formal demand letter, which is a notice sent to an accused party in effort to avoid actually going to court. So basically, what Dame is saying is, I don't want to go to court with this, but if you continue to talk about it, we're going to go to court. And this is from Dame's Instagram. Dame Dash plus family office sends demand letter to Camron for a $300 million lawsuit. Man, oh man, oh man. He know Cam ain't got $300 million. This is why Hov ain't say nothing. This is why Hov ain't say nothing. Hey, Dame, why haven't you sued 50 Cent? You're going to sue a fellow Harlem dude, but you're not going to sue 50 Cent. Dang, I don't get Dame about this. I never hustled with Camron, Dame wrote in the caption post. He's a civilian, but he's messing with my family office, and he's now made my wife and two of my sons uncomfortable. I would never want to get violent. I don't want anyone that loves me to do anything violent, so this is the only way I can handle this. Dame continued to say, this is my version of how the Godfather handled Fredo. So basically, he's saying that Camron is the new Fredo and he's the Godfather. I knew it was going to be one of my brothers. I just didn't know it was going to be you, bro. And that makes me sad. We just have to let a judge decide it like businessmen. And I don't find it funny. And this is the whole thing. I mean, Dame, one thing about Dame, man. And Big Fendi said, in Big Fendi TV, I do forgive you because I do consider you my brother. Never let any man go with your family, wife, or kids. Protect them at all costs. I'll bet you will STFU now. Dare you to say something, Godfather, you know what? And Dame, he said, accusing Cam in his $300 million lawsuit. He also did this, Honor Up. This is the movie that he shot and Cam didn't like. A new movie on BET. You suggest you send this to, and he went too far. He sent it to Cam on phone. Man, bro, you got Cam's number. Why don't y'all just sit down and discuss this like businessmen? But you know what Dame does? Dame is just jealous because people that he actually helped grow are succeeding without him. Jay, Cam, Memphis Bleak, everybody he helped is succeeding. But Dame, don't you understand why those people are succeeding and you're not succeeding? Is it because you're a bad businessman, or people just don't want to associate themselves with you? I think that's the reason. People don't want to associate themselves with Dame. Now, this is the whole lawsuit. Dear Mr. Giles, the office represents Dame Dash, Raquel Horn, and the Dash Group. Please be advised that this letter constitutes a formal demand for immediate corrective action and compensation arising from your unlawful action. Wow. The fact, man, this is a lot, man. Defamation of Dame Dash. You made repeated public statements, including on Instagram, falsely accusing Dame Dash of being a liar. You muted on video that the entire situation was a lineup. These actions interfere with Mr. Dash's business negotiations, including Rockefeller and Jay-Z. But I thought that happened after the fact. Cam talked about that after the fact of you saying that Jay-Z wanted to give you 1.5 million, but Cam is saying after the fact. Defamation and harassment of his wife, I guess, is Raquel Horn. You publish social media posts falsely stating that Damon Dash owes nothing and that all his assets is in Miss Horn's name. You disparage Miss Horn personally, causing... Wow, this is a lot, man. Yo, this is a lot. Collectively, the damages are estimated at $300 million, yo. So this is what Camron said. Dame Dash and family offices demand letter for $300 million lawsuit. And oh my gosh, yo. And Cam form says now who's snitching, man. Oh my gosh, yo. This to me, man, is sad, yo. This is sad, man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So let me get this straight. So Dame Dash is suing Camron for $300 million because of the stuff he said on camera. Now, I think this is just a scare tactic to get Cam to stop doing what he's doing. And I watched the This Is Flea episode today, and Cam said, this is it. I'm not going to do it anymore. He talked about Dame some more. He went on social media, and he also said that I'm going to countersue for $300 million. Cam is going to countersue. He's going to countersue for the same amount because Dame has been going online and going on Instagram and going on these interviews and saying stuff about Cam too. So basically, I think, and this is my opinion, I don't want to drag this out and talk about it for a long time. I think this is going to get thrown out of court. I think Cam and his lawsuit are going to get thrown out of court. I think this is something that Dame decided I got to do because this is messing up my reputation. I can't have Cam going on social media talking about me in these type of ways and stuff like this. But Dame, you going to go sue Breakfast Club for an interview that you went to and you talked? And you're going to sue, I guarantee you, he's going to sue Charlamagne the God. He's going to sue DJ Envy. He's going to go ahead. He's going to mess around and sue Just Hilarious. He's going to mess around and sue 50 Cent. This is what happens when you don't have money. People are talking about, oh, man, Dame got money. I'm slim. $300 million, bro. Now, he says he's the new chairman of Revolt and all this stuff. And maybe he is. Maybe he's the chairman of Revolt. But at the end of the day, Revolt is a company. You said, Dame, that you don't want to be under somebody. But if you're the chairman of Revolt, you're working for the shareholders of Revolt. It's not like you own Revolt. You're talking about you want to buy Revolt, but do you have the money to buy Revolt? I just want to know, because you said, Dame, that nobody should be working for anybody. You should be your own boss. If you're the chairman of Revolt, you are working for the shareholders of Revolt. I'm just being honest. I'm keeping it a buck. I have a regular 9-to-5 job myself. I have people that I have to report to. Second of all, like I said earlier, why don't you sue 50 Cent? Why don't you sue Curtis Jackson? Curtis Jackson has said some stuff about you too, but you haven't decided to sue 50 Cent. Why is that? Are you going after Camron because you think Camron is the easier guy to go after because y'all from Harlem and all this stuff? At the end of the day, do I agree with everything Cam said about you? No. You know what I'm saying? Certain things need to be left off TV, off script and everything. But this shows me, and this is what it shows me. Two things about Dame. Number one, Dame burns a lot of bridges. And when you burn a lot of bridges with people, this is what happens. You burn the bridge with Jay-Z. I said this in my previous video. You burn the bridge with Jay-Z. You burn the bridge with Cam. You're burning the bridge with everybody. And when you burn bridges with a lot of people, you become a pariah. Nobody wants to work with you. This is why sometimes the best thing to do is keep your mouth shut and just do the work. Dame, I'm not saying Dame isn't smart. Dame Dash is very intelligent. Dame Dash is one of the smartest business executives we've ever had in this industry. But sometimes being smart and being cocky and being arrogant could be a big deterrent for people. A lot of people move in silence. You don't know what Jay doing. You don't know what Nas is doing. Like I said, Dane, why don't you get your own YouTube channel and start doing your own YouTube videos? You going to Art of Dialogue. I said this in a previous video. You going to Art of Dialogue and making him money. Is he giving you kickback for the money that you going on these interviews and doing? I see the views, Dane. He's getting a lot of money from your interviews. You should ask for a kickback. Or go ahead and get your own camera crew and start your own little Chatty Patty podcast. And people will say I'm Chatty Patty. But at the end of the day, Dame, I report the news. You going to sue Camron for $300 million. Man, honestly, I would throw that crap in. I'm like, Slim, you really think a judge is going to take this seriously? Did Camron do $300 million worth of damage to your name? If you were suing them for $5 million or $6 million, okay, I understand that. But $300 million? I know when people sue for a large amount of money, what they do is they want to settle out of court. So he wants Cam to settle out of court. That's what it is, y'all. And I know Cam ain't like, hey, you ain't getting a penny for me. So, Dane, what is it? If Cam say, I'll give you $500,000, will you take the $500,000? Dame may say, I'll take $1 million. And Cam just pay him if y'all go to court and you settle for $1 million, give Dame $1 million, have Dame sign an NDA, you sign an NDA, y'all don't talk about each other no more, call it a day. That's what I would do. Because ain't no way in the world you getting $300 million from anybody. I don't care. You wouldn't get $300 million from Jay-Z, because the one thing about Jay ain't never say nothing about him. Biggs ain't it. Why have you see Bleak? You could sue Bleak, but I mean, what you gonna give for Bleak? I mean, I don't know, but hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments about this war with Camron, $300 million lawsuit that Dame is actually putting on Cam. Let me know in the comments below. I'm out of here. Just don't sit there. Click on the next video. You won't regret it. I promise you.